And hello there, everybody, and welcome to this latest installment of Brass Bonanza, the FHM 6 series that I have been doing, featuring the 1979-1980 Hartford Whalers. That's right. We'll get you up to speed on what happened this week with the Whalers. Only one game was played in between the 7-2 win that I featured last time we were together. They went to Colorado and they lost 5-3 as Don Cherry had his Rockies in an honorary mood, as there was a lot of fighting and roughing and misconduct going on in that first period. And after that, it was all Rockies. They took a 4-3 lead going into the third period. Then they got an insurance goal late in the third, and they won 5-3. So Colorado, of all teams, knocks the Whalers off their perch. And right now in the standings, if I can find the page, we are 9-2-1, 19 points. We're 3 points behind the Montreal Canadiens, and they have played 3 more games. We're undefeated at home in 3-0, and we're 6-2-1 on the road. And tonight, here come the Hawks, the mighty Blackhawks, as Hartford will be on the road in Chicago to take on the Blackhawks. And we will play that game out for you. It's going to be Esposito in goal for Chicago, the brother of Phil Esposito, John Garrett, who's still red hot as a goalie, net minding for the Whalers. And we'll get this game started. Oh, I'm sorry. We simmed it. And Hartford won 6-4. I'm sorry about that, folks. I hit the wrong button. But we'll just do another game. That's all. So here we go. Hopefully I will not screw this up. There we are. Garrett in goal for the Blackhawks, and Garrett in goal for the Whalers, and Esposito in goal again for the Blackhawks. And let's get this game started. And here we go, the first scoring chance of the game, and it goes to Chicago. Grant Mulvey with assists from Stan Mikita and Doug Wilson. 2:48 gone by, and it's 1-0 Chicago. We play on. Hartford with no shots yet, and then they finally get one. So Hartford slow out of the box after the 6-4 win a couple of nights prior. We have 12 minutes left in the first period. And it's Warner who gets called for slashing. 2 minutes in the sin bin for him. Chicago on the power play. Shooting Hartford 10-4. I figured as well as Hartford had been playing, they were due for a comeuppance. And here's another scoring situation. Is it going to be 2-0? Or is it going to be 1-1? And the answer is coming, I think soon. Ah, we got a goal. Gordie Howe again. He's up to 13 goals. Rick Lee and Dave Keon on the assists. 12:31 gone by in the first period, and it's dead even at a goal apiece. And we'll have another goal shortly. And it's in! This time it's Dave DeBall with assists from Howe and Hangsleben. That's Mark Howell on the assist. 2-1 Hartford. So you'll recall the first time these two teams met, Chicago got the first goal, and then Hartford charged back and won 6-4. And we got a little bit of a scrap here between Wilson and Hangsleben, and they will each put spend 5 minutes for fighting. Nothing wrong with a good scrap at a hockey game. We close in on the end of the first period, 15-7 on shots for Chicago, and that's how it'll end. 2-1, Hartford leading, even though they only had 7 shots. Start the second period. Hartford Whalers, like I said, doing very well. Mike O'Connell got called for roughing, 2 minutes, and that puts Hartford on the power play. Scoring chance for Hartford, they get it. It's Blaine Staunton, and it's 3-1. Assists from Sims and Rogers. They're getting outshot 2-1, but they lead on the scoreboard 3-1. Waiting for developments here. 20 shots to 11 in favor of Chicago as we hit the midway point of this game in a few moments. Markow having a great game. He's getting a rated of 68 right now. Could they make it 4-1? Yes, they can. 4-1. Bennett with assists from Roberts and Keon, and the Whalers are cruising. It's 4-1, despite getting outshot. And Murray gets called for a 2-minute minor for holding. Hartford on the power play. They say a 3-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey. But Don Cherry would say that, but not if you could add another goal to it. Wait for something to happen here. There you go. Sims with an assist by Douglas, and it's 5-1 Hartford. This Hartford team are really lighting it up. They're up 5-1, even though they have been outshot here 23-16. Espo in goal is rating 27-7. Garrett's at 73. High sticking called against Preston. And it gives Hartford another power play late in the second period. Nearly said third. And that ends the second period. 5-1 will start the third. 20 more minutes to go. Looking good for the Whalers again. Crowd in Chicago getting a little restless. Chicago Stadium, which the Blackhawks and the Chicago Bulls shared for many a year. We're moving on to the United Center. And there's Chicago getting a goal back. Bob Murray with assists from Williams and Higgins. 4:55 left gone by in the third period, so Chicago was still plenty of time, but they'll need another goal quick. 5-2. Goaltender interference on Antonovich of Hartford. And Chicago on the power play. They can get something going here. There they do. Daryl Sutter with an assist from Stan Mikita. And just like that, 5-3. Still plenty of time. 13 minutes left in the third period. And a penalty to Staunton. So Chicago again with a power play. Quickly, this game could change. 5-4. Sutter again. Brown and Makita on the assist. 12:05 to go. Still plenty of time. But Hartford gets one right back. Hengsleben with assist from Sims and Lacroix. And it's 6-4. Chicago still out shooting Hartford by 10, 31-21. Now it's 31-23. Midway through the third period. So Hartford went to sleep a little early and they woke up in time. Put a goal on the board and quell the Chicago rally. 7 minutes to go in the period. Tony Espo having a bad game in goal. Esposito giving up 6 goals so far. 4 minutes to go. Two minutes to go. Will they pull the goalie? They do. And Hartford gets an empty netter. Jordy Douglas with assist from Bill Bennett and Dave Keon with 1:02 left. And it's 7-4. And that's probably how it's going to end. Here's your game. 7-4. A wild one in Chicago. Al Sims, Dave Keon, and Bill Bennett, their 3 stars. Espo had a bad game, according to the scouts. And that'll be that. 7-4. Gordie Howe on a five-game goal streak, and Mike Rogers of the Hartford Whalers is now at a 12-point streak. 12 games where he scored at least 1 point or more. Standings-wise, that puts Hartford at 11-2-1, 23 points. They're 1 game behind Montreal, but Hartford has played 1 less game. LA at 15 points, Pittsburgh at 8, and Detroit also at 8. Top point-getting team right now is Montreal, and we're tied for second with Buffalo in terms of the teams that have the most points. So that has been today's game. The final was 7-4 in the game we did play. We will probably be back next week. Look at the Hartford schedule here. Next game will probably be Edmonton on the 17th. We'll come back for that when I get a chance. So I hope you enjoyed today's Brass Bonanza series, FHM 6, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.